course of time, Dashrath's sons were born, Ram of Kaushalya and Bharat of Kaikeyi. Sumitra gave birth to twins, Lakshman and Shatrughan. But such calculations have no meaning, as it is impossible to measure the infinite arithmetically. Shruti tells us that even a fraction of the Supreme Being is whole. Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om. What is whole? This is whole. What has come out of the whole is also whole. When the whole is taken out of the whole still remains whole. Dashrath's 4 sons were given all the training prescribed for princes. Ram and Lakshman were specially devoted to each other, and so were Bharat and Shatrughan. Dashrath was happy to see his 4 sons grow up strong, virtuous, brave and lovable with all other princely qualities. Before I continue with Dashrath and his 4 sons, I have to tell you about Vishwamitra. One day, Vishwamitra, when he was king, went out with his army to meet Vashisht at his ashram. The rishi cordially welcomed his royal guest and his huge entourage and extended to them all hospitality so great that the king wondered where all the rich abundance came from in a forest hermitage. Questioned by him, Vashisht called his cow Sabala and explained that she was the fountain of unfailing plenty. Vishwamitra said, "You must give this cow, as she should be more useful with me than with you. Such things of power and wealth by right belong to the king." Now, Vashisht could not part with the divine cow. He gave many reasons and asked the king not to press his request. But the more unwilling Vashisht was to give the cow, the more eager the king became to possess her. Failing in his efforts to tempt or persuade the sage to part with the cow, Vishwamitra became angry and ordered his men to seize the cow by force. Sabala could not understand why she was being roughly handled, and she was unwilling to go away from the sage and his ashram. Shedding tears, she wondered how she had offended Vashisht that he should stand by and look on while she was being dragged away. The cow easily put to flight the soldiers and sought refuge at the feet of the sage. Moved by the piteous appeal of his beloved cow, who was like a younger sister to him, the sage said, "Bring forth soldiers to resist Vishwamitra's men." Furious war ensued between Vishwamitra and Vashisht. In the ongoing war, Vishwamitra was defeated by Vashisht and the powers of Sabala. Defeated and disgraced, Vishwamitra then entrusted his kingdom to his sons and proceeded to the Himalayas to perform tapasya, directing his devotions to Lord Shiva to gain power with which to subdue Vashisht. So firm and steadfast was Vishwamitra in his austerities that Lord Shiva was pleased and appeared before him. He asked the king what was his object in performing tapasya. Vishwamitra replied, "If you, Umapati, are satisfied with my tapasya, let me be blessed with divine arrows and be master of every weapon." "So be it," said Shiva, and gave Vishwamitra all the weapons available to the Devas, Gandharvas and Rishis, Yakshas and the demons. Swelling with pride, Vishwamitra again attacked Vashisht and continued his war against him to get hold of the cow Sabala. However, in the end, Vishwamitra was defeated by the powerful Brahmastra that Vashisht had, and that overpowered all the other weapons that Vishwamitra had. Accepting defeat, Vishwamitra prayed to Lord Brahma and asked for forgiveness and wanted to become a rishi like Vashisht. Brahma blessed Vishwamitra, who got the status of Raja Rishi.